Hello everybody and welcome back to the Hytale podcast. We're back making podcasts with all you guys, and today we're going to be covering some pretty cool news from the Hytale team. What's up? We're back, Myne. How's it going? It's been a week and a bit.
We had some busy times.
We were so busy.
Hytale decided to drop the most anticipated blog post during your two busiest weeks of the year.
Yeah, literally, guys, kind of crazy. I had 8 nights of baseball in the last 2 weeks, and I went away for a long weekend. So I had no time to make Hytale videos. I'm really sorry.
Yeah.
But hey, we're back. We're talking about Hytale.
We are back. Look, we are both in the same boat. We both released our recap video 1.5 in view 2 weeks later than the blog post dropped.
Oops.
And so I did it, 1, on purpose, and 2 for a different reason. So I did the 3-hour long Hytale roundtable that got a lot of positive resonance, actually.
Yeah, I'm still watching it, actually. I'm like an hour in right now.
And so I figured if I do that big round table, that'll cure the hunger at least for the news video until mine drops, and I can like delay that and work on it and put more time into it. And then secondly, I've always wondered like how important speed is for blog posts, because obviously it matters, but it doesn't matter to be the first. You just need to get it out. Now that I can confirm this, you just need to get it out within like
a day or two, really.
3 days, I think, max.
Yeah, I mean,
3 days is a good estimate, but anything longer than that. I mean, the first 2 comments on my video were like, "You're slow," like slow poke, and
really
something like, "We already have this news." That.
See, I put up my video an hour ago. I haven't got a single one of those comments, but I'm sure it's gonna happen.
Those were also the only 2 comments. It was the first 2 comments being like, "Hey, we already have this," and then there were no comments afterwards, but it's still something to note.
Yeah, no, for sure. Because when I started making Hytale content, I like prided myself on being the first one to like upload a Hytale video, and that's because I don't know, I was in grade 12 at this time, and high school for me, like, it was fun, obviously, but I was in my last semester of high school, and my last period was a spare. So I was able to leave school. I started at 8:12. I left school at 12:15 every day because I had 3 classes back to back. And then my 4th was a spare with lunch included on that. So I just left at 12:15, and then every single time it was a Friday, Hytale released a blog. I was like, boom, I'm already home. So,
damn, you got real lucky. No,
it was awesome. It was awesome.
Every single time they dropped it for me.
The only time I was in school is when they dropped the trailer for Hytale, but that was in my first semester. Like, obviously, a second semester.
I didn't even see the countdown or anything. I saw it like a few, like, I think the day after. Was it the day after or the same day? I don't know, but it was like
I remember watching it.
Hours, I think.
I've said that many times. I was sitting in economics class, bored to tears because it's economics, and then I'm like, "Ooh, Hytale trailer!" So that made my year, actually my last 5 years, because
I don't. The thing that I don't have a recollection. Can you? Does my YouTube watch history go that far back? When I watched the Hytale trailer? Maybe?
For the first time, I know I watched it the second. Like, I was watching the countdown, so I definitely watched it. Like one of the first million for sure, first 100,000, probably first 1,000 people to watch the trailer. I think I was, but very exciting.
Let me search Hytale and then go all the way down.
Can you even do that? Imagine, because I'm sure you've watched. You're gonna probably see your rewatch of the trailer. It's up here like 100 times. Yeah, I'm sure. Oh, my video is now up to an 8 out of 10. There we go. It's going up. It used to be a 9 out of 10. Now it's an 8 out of 10. But yeah, guys, Hytale did release a blog post. Obviously, we mentioned this before. It was the summer 2024 blog post, and we're really not going to go into detail about it today because there's already been so much content talking about the blog post. Myne literally did a 3-hour podcast with himself, Connor, Fezzy, Radoons, and 30 Virus talking about it. So if you want a podcast on it, go watch that. We will answer.
That was basically the Hytale podcast.
Yes.
I'm blanking on the word right now in English. Replacement. Because at that point, I think Chris, you messaged me like, "Do you want to do a pod this week?" And I'm like, I already did 3 hours talking about the blog. I don't know if I want to talk about it more. So
yeah, my only time to do that would have been like Friday. And then I was going up to like long weekend, cottage weekend there. So we would have had like a 1 hour time span to even record that thing.
Yeah,
so
it would have been a time crunch anyway.
Yeah. Speaking of, that was a great weekend, by the way. I had fun. So
blog post came out, and yeah, so I think that the summary of that is like the effort doesn't matter in those videos. The next blog post, I think I'm really just gonna like put OBS on, put my webcam on, and just screen record the fucking blog and get it out.
That's what I used to do. I used to record myself
I know
reading
that's
it.
what you used to do, and it used to work. I think
It did work.
yeah, just go for speed and efficiency for blog post videos, because
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I worked on hard on the edit, and every single time I've edited like more than I needed to for a video, it's always flopped.
Yeah.
Every single time.
Speed and efficiency.
The production value does not matter for Hytale right now.
I was gonna say for now.
In game, sure it'll matter, but it's been proven time and time again that the more effort you put into, almost, ruins your video. It's sad.
Yeah, I've even noticed this just from other channels that I've done as well. The videos I've taken like the most time, and I think it's going to be a good video, and I know it's good, those videos tend to flop, and all of a sudden you'll just see yourself doing something stupid, posting it up there with like no edits or anything, and that video will somehow go viral. Like, that's just how YouTube is. You can't predict it, but it sucks because I'm sure you want the videos that you think will do well.
Yeah, because obviously you think more time equals more views.
No,
it
really does not.
I mean, here's the thing. It's a bad example because the video did not come out in time, so I think it would have flopped regardless. So I think it's still worth it to try a really edited. But I looked at the views. No one got crazy views. Connor, the pillar of the Hytale community, got 45K, which is still pretty good. But
what did Chippy Gaming get?
Compared
Because
to
he normally
all of his other
gets
videos, are bad.
Chippy Gaming, because whenever Chippy makes a Hytale video, that thing gets hundreds of thousands of views. His has 69K. Nice.
Let me see what Legacy Gaming did. I think they
had
8K.
like 5K. Yeah, Legacy. They had
only 5.
They had maybe they had more. I don't know. I think I checked it this morning though. Legacy Gaming had 5.7K, and they average 30K plus on most videos.
Yeah. Even Legacy. So it's similar to the Winter Blog. Because we noticed with the Winter Blog, I think you were the only one that actually had a decently well performing video. But
yeah, I did. Was I like really early with it or something? I must have been.
Connor, Hugo, we all had a flop videos on that blog. I think that's
which one
was
the Winter
performing recent videos.
Winter Blog was, I guess, the one 6 months ago then for me. Yeah, the one with the Quebecs, right? Quebec update.
Mm-hmm.
That got I got 8.3K on that, which was really good. So
yeah, that's really good.
Yeah, interesting. Maybe I must have been early. I don't know.
I think it's just we are still in a really bad time for Hytale YouTube, and unless they come out with something in terms of marketing to get the general audience up, we're not going to find any success.
Yeah.
I'm surprised though that the Hytale podcast has been steady. we have been crushing it.
Hasn't our recent videos done really well?
Yeah, which is surprising too. We've actually seen like steady growth on and on and on. By the way, if you are watching this and you aren't subscribed yet,
subscribe.
What are you doing?
What are you doing? Also, Myne, I just want to say they did say in the blog post that their next blog post, which is going to be probably December, is going to have like the most. What is it? Optional? What do you say? Not optional. Like optimized. Functional. That's the word. Most functional Hytale that we've ever seen.
Yeah. Here's the thing. You haven't gotten to this in the round table.
I don't think so.
We had maybe a 20 to 30 minute discussion about that.
Okay.
About what the definition of functional means, and I saw you debate Radoons about it in High Circle.
Yes.
I think it's important that you watch that part of the round table until you do the discussion about what functional means, because we came to the conclusion we can't figure it out. It doesn't mean playable. It doesn't. We don't know what their definition of functional is, and we know that.
Why don't we ask him? Let's ask John right now.
I've already asked him. Asked him.
He did. Okay.
He didn't reply. We already know that their definitions of certain gaming terminology or production terminology may alter a bit from, generic definitions, and functional is just such a broad term that we can't really define.
Yeah, it's probably like the most broad term they could have used.
Yeah. So
like they could have said playable, or like they could have.
They specifically said functional, not playable. Playable would have been a crazy thing, and I think that's what our our titles and thumbnails would have leaned more towards
Hytale is playable.
If it said playable.
Yeah.
But it didn't.
I mean, right now, just from the videos, I know we're not supposed to really talk about the blog, but in the blog, they just use... it's not really gameplay. It's like a replay mod version. Yeah, it's like a screenshot.
There's no animations. There's no anything. The only gameplay video they showed was a camera moving out of a still shot, which we don't know how they did it. Maybe they actually don't have animations, or they froze time.
That's what I'm thinking. They just froze the time in a replay mod version.
But they haven't said that they haven't really worked on their animations yet. So it could also be that they just straight up don't have the animations, which could be concerning. But I don't know. The thing is, I can't tell if something like that is concerning or isn't concerning because I don't know dev.
Yeah, I don't know game dev either.
I don't know timelines of how fast or their internal workings if they have the animations and they just need a port and do their magic code stuff.
Yeah, I don't know how...
I'm too uneducated to talk about that.
Because they even had the old models for like the torches and the branches in the game.
Placeholder models.
Like the placeholder models. So I don't know how hard it is to put those new models in there. Obviously, I'm no game dev. But I feel like it wouldn't be that hard considering they already had it made and rendered into the legacy engine.
Yeah, if some of you guys were in the stream that I did when the blog post initially dropped, we found out that branches got removed. I think we were the first ones to find out branches were removed, and that was a major drama. I did
It was just a placeholder.
I did a YouTube poll, and it was the first time I've ever seen a YouTube poll be 100% sided Team Branches.
Wow. Team Branches over Team what?
There were a lot of block. Yeah. There were a lot of branch lovers. And it's good to see that Buddha confirmed the branches are coming back.
It makes sense, though. I mean, like we said, this is probably still a very early on screenshot. They could be way farther than this screenshot even shows right now. Because who knows when they really took it. That's the thing.
Yeah.
This could have been in like freaking January when they were just putting things into the new engine. I doubt it, but it's possible. But
we don't know when the scene was made, but I feel like there's no reason to
probably
call it an old scene. It's probably like they made it last week, or they made it like even a few days before the blog, and we're like, that's the scene we're showing.
That's the blog. Hey, John promised gameplay, and we kind of got gameplay.
Yeah,
but
I thought he said gameplay slash
gameplay
or gameplay slash screenshots, and so they relied on their screenshots.
One thing, because we knew a little bit what was coming into this new blog because we got the engine and then we got the new Scarix. But Connor did also mention in his video like the new capital, and I thought that was coming in this blog as well. And we got nothing of that. So
yeah,
is it possible
we get disappointment about that of the fact that you know, Connor saw all these things and we were hoping to see all of the things that Connor saw, and then we saw maybe half or maybe even less than half because he saw the playtest, but I mean we were never going to see that anyway.
Yeah, no, but I wanted to see the capital. Like I had I'm working kind of. I have like ideas like bullet pointed down on like a theory video just kind of about the capital and the crystals and the energy or whatever, something to do with Gaia. And I wanted to see what Connor saw so I can kind of base my theory off of that just a little bit. But we didn't get any of the capital. I'm kind of disappointed in that. Now, I haven't mentioned that anywhere besides here, but I really wanted to see the capital. And are we gonna have to wait till December now to get this?
I think so. I think we're gonna have to wait for December. But then it also comes to the question of, okay, what are they showing in December?
Yeah.
I think we can kind of touch up on that. They're definitely showing them more of the engine. I think it would be a good idea to show that exact same scene in December again to see what.
Smart. Yeah.
This version of the engine is to their most functional state. I think using that as a reference point and then moving on to more impressive things, because I mean that scene was no one was looking at it and being like, that's a crazy scene.
Yeah, like oh wow,
that's even a Hytale scene.
It's a cave.
We made it in Minecraft. The Minecraft version looked pretty bad.
Did it?
But, yeah, because they just put a texture pack on it. But
yeah. Oh, I did see that. It wasn't on Reddit.
Yeah.
I think it was on Reddit.
It was Radoon's editor.
Oh, was it? Nice.
On Twitter, yeah.
Nice.
But I think, I don't know. Hopefully we see the capital, but then it's also like, if they show the capital, does that take a spot for something else that we could have seen? And then also, what do we want to see? I think another faction rework is gonna happen. I think we're gonna see maybe the Outlanders. That'd be cool.
Yeah, I mean, they did say they touched on every faction. I want to see more of the Farons because that's like now really the only main faction that we haven't really seen in a blog post. Because we got the Quebec
Outlander blog post.
We have now the Scarrick one. I guess we can add it to this. We've had a Quebec one. Obviously, I think we have 2. There's been one with Chorks. There's got to be at least. I mean, I know they've been a part of blogs. I don't think they have their own dedicated one, but hey, we could maybe see.
No, Quebecs don't have their one, but they've got their fair share of attention before.
Yeah, the Quebecs have their own blog, don't they? Like the second blog ever? Oh, that's just getting to know the NPCs. Never mind.
Yeah, dude, I was about to say if the Quebecs had a blog.
Yeah, but the Outlanders are the only and true one-on-one. Yeah, I can't believe they got their own blog. They must be very important. But
Chris, we got some questions from the viewers.
Okay.
We've got some from a while ago and then moving up to the blog post. If there's anything regarding the Connor video, I think we're going to skip that because that is all speculation. We got it pretty much confirmed. This one's asking about hard drive space. We're going to skip that one.
I think we've mentioned that many times.
That was literally in the last episode, too.
Oh, was it? Okay.
How many downloads do you think Hytale will have in the first year? That's a good question.
First year?
No. What do you think download count will be?
How many views did the trailer have in the first year? Maybe divide that by 2 or something. I don't know.
I actually don't think that's a good metric because I mean something like Pal World got 30 million.
Oh wait, they're also I keep forgetting it's cross-platform. Does that count as well? Every single platform?
Yeah. I think every single platform counts.
If
it's free.
If it's free,
Pal World got 30 million and it's a $30 game.
Okay, that's a lot of money.
But also
how much? I don't know. I'm no.
Something like Overwatch, I think, reached 100 million players like just now, and that's almost a 10-year-old game.
Is it free?
I think it is free now, but it wasn't free.
Is it on mobile?
No.
That's the thing. I could almost guarantee that majority players will play on mobile. Just because it's the most accessible. I think majority's
still going to be PC, but I think mobile's going to be...
I don't know. If they can... Like I've said it many times, if they tap into the India market, dude, that's the amount of people that are play the game India, on
China,
mobile.
But I think initially PC...
China will be its own separate, probably. Initially, yes, for sure. If Hytale catches on, though, and becomes just kind of like... You know what Among Us did? Do like Among Us. You know how many people played that game on mobile? So many people.
Well, it's a mobile-first game. It was a mobile game way before it got popular.
Oh, was it? Okay.
I know people that were playing it in like high school lunch break.
Did they really?
Like before, yeah, it got popular in 2020. I think they were playing it in like 2018.
Oh, interesting. Either way, though, the amount of people that have a phone compared to a computer, way more people have phones.
Yeah, I think mobile's going to be a big thing.
It's not going to be. Because don't more people play the Bedrock version of Minecraft now than the Java version?
Yeah, I think Bedrock's always been bigger.
Okay. Interesting.
Because Bedrock always included console, and everyone I know played it on their Xbox and not PC.
Actually, I mean, I played Pocket Edition on my phone, on like my little iPod back in the day, and then I went to the computer version. But yeah, I think mobile will be the most players, and if we're including that, that's a lot.
I think 20 million's a good guess.
This is the first year.
First year. Here's the thing, I think Pal World makes things so confusing because they have like 20-30 million. They broke, I think, world record though. I don't think it's gonna break world record.
Right.
How many? Let me actually look up Valorant. Valorant first year players. Let me see. Year one events doesn't sound like it's gonna give me a player count. Player count. Let's see. Because Valorant was, it was gigantic. Does it tell me total players of all time? Okay, yeah, so it's getting like monthly 20 million minimum.
Is it bold to say that in a year, if things go well, Hytale can have 100 million plus downloads? On all platforms.
Yeah. Because now that I'm seeing it, Valorant has 20 million monthly players.
Yeah, I'll go bold. I'll say 100 million.
It's definitely eclipsing. Yeah, I think
You think? I mean, will they ever announce it? Is there a way to check?
100's gonna be. I'm sticking with maybe 80.
I'm saying if mobile kicks off too, like that's so many people. All you gotta do is click the download button. You don't even have to play the game. Like it's so easy to do that. I mean, you'll hear it from your friends. They can play for an hour. That still counts. So I'm going 100. That could be even lowballing.
Yeah, I actually agree because I see that last year Fortnite even had 70 million a month.
Oh really?
Now I'm not saying it's gonna get that size.
Like
that
new
fast,
downloads
but,
a month
like,
or just players a month?
No, just players in general.
Okay, that's probably repeatable.
But everyone who's played it has it downloaded.
Right. Yeah, I'll go with 100
This is an
million.
interesting question. Yeah, I think.
Yeah,
100 million
get
is
the comment
actually
section on
fine.
this. Get the comments in there. Let's see what the comments.
Yeah,
say.
we're still around halfway through the pod, so a good amount of people you guys should be listening.
Mhm.
If you're someone who has never commented, now is the time. I need your player count guess. I've told you some numbers of other games that monthly player bases, first time downloads like Pal World. I need your guys' guess. We need everyone contributing, and we'll see who is most accurate. And if there's a way that we can find out Hytale player count after a month, after a year, hopefully they announce it. I think that'd be sick. We'll see who's most correct. I think 100. Yeah, it's so difficult.
It's very. It could flop, or it could just be the greatest game in the history of existence.
It's definitely going to be gigantic on launch.
I'll be there. I'll be there no matter what.
I cannot tell how huge it will be.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it's going to be similar to Valorant. And
that
Valorant
was huge
has
at
right
launch.
now 20 million. That's such a huge number, though.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm sticking with my 80.
Okay.
I'm sticking with my 80 for the year. Let's see. Taming dragons. Assuming you could tame a dragon Hytale, how do you think it would be accomplished? Certain meats like the dragon-like? Will there be dragon saddles? Hop on and hope for the best? I actually don't think you're going to tame a dragon.
Yeah, I don't know. If anything, I think it'll have to be something to do with the elements, because we know there's an ice dragon and a void dragon. There's probably going to be other types of dragons out there, so maybe to tame, for example, a water dragon, you need to at least
I don't
like
think
a
you can
water
get friendly
necromancer.
dragons. That's
I
my
don't
take.
know.
So I'm not even gonna guess
We'll have
on
to
how
see.
you can tame them. I think you're just always gonna have to fight them.
Interesting. I don't know. I think
'Cause that's
EXO will
also
have
like
a different
saying,
opinion
can you
on that.
tame yeah, because then the discussion's gonna be like, can you do it in Orbis? Can you do it in Hytale? Of course you can do it in Hytale. I
Right.
think you're gonna be able to do it in Orbis.
We'll have to see.
Don't
We
think
don't
so.
know. We really don't know much about dragons. Like, why is there only an ice dragon? Like, where are the other ones?
And a void
And
dragon.
a void, yeah. But like, what about like a water or
Because they
an
just
earth? Or...
haven't decided to show it.
Yeah, maybe. But I mean, that
That's
ice
it.
dragon was shown as the thumbnail for the for the game. So like, who knows?
All right, we got someone, Paolo, asking, does Hytale have a website just for downloading mods? I'm new here, and one of my questions is whether Hytale will have a site to download mods.
I
It's
don't
gonna be
know.
in-game.
I think yeah,
It's gonna
exactly. I think it'll be in the game.
Launcher.
Like, you know
In
how
launcher, in-game, whatever they're gonna do.
yeah, and I assume it's going to be very easy to install mods. It's not going to be like going in Minecraft % app data %, the .minecraft or whatever you got to go into.
Yeah, it's not going to be third party or something that you have to go to a different website. I think they want to make it as simple and as easy as possible, and also risk free, because then there's going to be a bunch of websites claiming to have Hytale mods. And I mean, if any of you have grew up with Minecraft mods,
Adfly.
modding Minecraft was the most difficult thing in the entire world. You had to look up like 20 tutorials, and then you had to click on like 5 different Adfly links that gave you viruses.
Make
It
sure
was a
you
mess.
always skip make sure top right, skip ad.
It was
Oh
a mess.
my
I always
God.
loved Mediafire because they never had ads.
Thank
Shout out
God.
Mediafire.
I loved Mediafire. I still
Um,
use Mediafire. They should sponsor the Hytale podcast. We love you, Mediafire. Please.
What the hell are we gonna promote with that?
I don't know. Download Hytale today.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be in party. They've already said that if you join a server that has mods, the mods are gonna be automatically installed.
Yes. Thank God. And I don't know how long it'll take to install these mods onto a server. Because just say, for example, you know how you can go to Hypixel, you just type in hypixel.net and you just join within like 3 or 4 seconds. Will it have like a whole ass loading screen or something while it's like percentage numbers going up while you're installing these mods? Like, is that how that's going to work? And maybe it'll take like 5 minutes to join the server? Or like what happens
I
when
have
you
no
leave
clue.
the
I mean,
server? Do they uninstall? Is that how that works?
yeah, they would just. I mean, you know how you join a server and it automatically installs the texture pack, and then it removes the texture pack when you leave.
Will it be that fast though?
Yeah, I think so.
You think so? Okay. I mean, if it like that, like 10 seconds,
I
like
mean,
that's fine.
the initial load in is going to take a while because you need to
Right.
get the files locally, I think.
That's not too
Yeah,
bad
I
then.
think it would need to locally download the files. I don't know how they do it. If they could just install it server side. Yeah,
Yeah,
maybe
no,
it's
I
just
was
all server
just
side.
yeah, I was just wondering, like, would it like kind of ruin the enjoyability if you're trying to join a server? You click the wrong one by accident, it takes 5 minutes to install, and then you leave and it takes another 5 minutes to uninstall. That
I
would
mean,
suck.
the thing I think back to is a lot of source games, similar to like CSGO or TF2. Whenever you joined public servers, they all used custom assets and custom music
Hmm.
and custom a lot of things, and that would always just like to do the first install it locally to your system. I
Hmm.
don't think it installs like at the full things. It might install like certain
Just
cache files.
kind of like what's needed only.
Yeah, I think it
Yeah.
might just store certain cache files, and then you're on, and then you play.
Okay.
So I think it's gonna be similar to how Source might do it.
Yeah, like I don't know how that really works. I've never a server mod owner or anything like that. So, well, I hope it's nice and smooth because yeah, it could push people away if it takes too long. Because I hate loading screens. They take too long, you know. Long loading screens suck. Even if
We've
like
already seen the Hytale loading screen.
yeah,
So
it
not
doesn't.
gonna change.
No, it's beautiful. I love it. Just I don't want like a black loading screen where you can't see nothing for like 5 minutes. That would suck. Like the F1 game does that. Like when you try to simulate a race, all of a sudden it just goes black for like a minute. I'm like, well, this is great. Thanks for loading.
Yeah,
forever.
at least show me a loading screen.
Yeah,
At least
exactly.
show me the progress.
Exactly.
Show me what files are even downloaded.
Yeah, like yeah. You ever just like load up a Minecraft mod, and it literally just says like 7 to 10 installing, and it has like I don't know, like
Yeah, it shows you every
crayfish's
single mod
like
that's
tools
installed.
mod or whatever, or spawn mod, blah 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 blah, all those other ones. Yeah, those are fun. Those are fun. And then it crashes on one, you're like, well, that mod's broken. I've done that before.
Yeah, exactly. Do you think the desert flyby is made using a bird AI or is it edited in any way? If you want to pull up this question, so you can show the video.
Yeah, I'm
It's
just
from
gonna
a
show the
video.
video actually.
Yeah.
Properties.
So I definitely do think all of the trailer.
This was
shots
Legacy
are
though,
fake.
wasn't it?
Everything we've seen is always Legacy.
Sorry.
yeah, it's definitely
Yeah, no, that's what I meant.
it's definitely faked.
It's in the video.
You guys think the desert flyby is using a bird AI or is it edited? I think it's a person disguised as a bird just flying around.
Yeah, I mean, we know they
There's
can
no way
back
they
in
took
the
a
Legacy engine. They could
random
have
ass
worked.
bird and hoped that they flew perfectly along the canyon. I mean, I'm sure the AI is built to do that, but
This just to me just
Why
kind of
take-
looks like a replay mod that they just put behind this bird.
they just locked the camera behind the bird and then they controlled the bird. I think.
Yeah, but it's not even like they just were straight on top of the bird because the bird goes farther and farther away. It's like they were close to the bird, yes, but
Oh wait, yeah.
you know what I mean? It's not like it's the same distance every time. So I think they just started right on top of the bird and just kind of tried to follow
yeah.
it.
It's just a separate camera that's following it.
Mm-hmm. Still, beautiful shot by the way. I love that pic. That
It is
one.
a beautiful shot.
It's a good
we
one.
see the buggy horse.
Oh yeah. Oh, let me go put that back on. The buggy horse. The skeletons aren't moving, which is kind of cool. So they.
Do they not have animations?
I don't think so.
Yeah, that's funny.
Well,
Wait,
I don't
yeah,
know.
that's
They're
so
probably
funny.
just not aggroed. This guy's clearly in spectator mode.
That entire scene is pretty fake.
Also, look
they
at the
probably just placed
end.
skeleton models there.
I don't know. I've never noticed this before, but if you go to the end of the clip, I'm gonna try and pause it. I don't actually. Can I pause it? I don't know if I can. I can.
am I looking
At
for?
the end, go probably like 6 seconds into this video, or maybe a little less. Yeah, 6 seconds into the video. Right under where it says work in progress, go top left. There's like these green glowing things. I've never seen that before. I don't know what that is, but it's in like a little, I don't know.
Oh yeah.
It kind of looks like a temple in Minecraft, but it's green glowy
Yeah,
stuff.
I mean there's ways to dissect it, but I think
Yeah, I don't know. Whatever that is.
the issue with them making the new engine is any sort of dissecting of old footage now is useless.
No, exactly. So, I mean, I'm assuming
pretty
that's
useless.
going to be in the new engine, but it's just when are we going to see it?
It's
really?
likely, but we know that so many things are getting removed.
Like
from
Zone
the old
4.
engine.
Well, Zone 4 is not getting removed, but it's just not part of the original game at the moment.
Zone
now.
4 is not going to be in the game. We know that a lot of animals that we know in the Legacy engine are not going to be in the game.
Was that confirmed? Was that confirmed recently?
I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure it's been known that like a lot of animals and a lot of just in general things are not going to be in the new engine because they just don't provide purpose, and they're only porting things that have purpose in the game. I think John made a tweet recently being like the Legacy engine had way too many things in it. Let me actually see if I can get the exact quote.
Interesting.
Because I thought it was pretty interesting. Basically talked about the fact.
So right now, when they release Hytale, like whenever they do that, it'll just be what's strictly needed for Orbis and the adventure mode, and then obviously all these other things.
John has already said that multiple times.
Yeah.
That they are just focusing on what is needed to release the game.
And that's what they should be doing, and then add everything else that was in this Legacy engine after, which is great for future DLC. That's so much future DLC that they have. They could add the deers. They can add that like hairy pig.
I assume Timon and Pumbaa are not going to be in the game.
Dang.
Because like it's not needed for launch.
Right.
It just straight up isn't.
Do you think those camels with the little turtle shells on their back will be in the game?
We've seen them a lot of times. I assume they might be.
Okay, that's
but
fair.
if they don't have a purpose, they won't be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever you need to beat Hytale.
We don't know what had purpose.
Yeah. So yeah, the other things were just kind of helps your story go. But like I said, Myne, that's a lot of future DLC. I believe there's over 130 plus mobs now in this game, probably 150. I haven't counted recently. So, and if only like maybe 50 of them are needed, then boom, that's 100 new mobs that they could just easily add into the game once they get their texture sorted out into the new engine, which is really cool.
Okay, I can't find the John comment, but it's like a trust me, bro.
Okay, I trust you, bro. It's probably on Reddit.
Shiny mobs. We've kind of had this discussion. Do you think there would be multiple variants or just like one in Minecraft? And we've talked about albino things.
Oh, albino mobs. Maybe.
Well, that's our variant. So we've seen multiple spiders. We've seen like a white spider. We've seen the tree spider.
Mm-hmm.
They look different, but if it's just like the same exact model with different texture, I don't know. But we've had a whole discussion. I think we went like way too long about this about albino things. We talked about albino variant.
Yeah, we did. We did talk about albino variant, the rarest version of variant.
I don't think it's gonna be in the game now.
Mm-hmm.
I think when we had that discussion, it could have been in the game, but now that we know their direction and thought process for putting things in the game, they are not spending time on making albino mobs.
Good.
Shiny mobs.
Then they shouldn't right now. Just get the game out as fast as possible, and because I want to play it really. Yeah, that'd be very exciting. So just give me Zone 1
I will say that comment about that, it kind of like ruins a lot of theorizing, because now literally everything we know is like, well, I guess that's probably not in the game anymore.
Yeah, I can't wait for that to be added down the line.
He did confirm that like pretty much most concept arts are not going to be in the game either. It's like just because it's a concept art doesn't mean it's in game. It's just a concept.
Yeah.
And they talked about the fact that they throw away like no, he didn't say throw away, but they discard, I forgot what the term was, but they don't use 85% of the concept arts made.
Nice.
Because they just need to go through ideas and see which one fits.
Yeah, I wonder if the most recent concept arts that they put out, like obviously the Scarrick ones, I feel like
likely, yeah, I
those
think
are in the game.
Anything recent we've seen that's like described something.
Yeah, but like the original concept arts.
The originals, I think most of it's.
Maybe like the important ones, like maybe the ones like Guy's Temple have a sort of resemblance to what they have in the game now. But yeah. Let's go to. I'm just gonna go onto the concept art page.
I think
those portal dungeons probably not in that game. Well, they're probably in the game. They probably look a lot different. The Clops.
Oh yeah, portal dungeons. I don't think are gonna be really it.
Kairos lethal operating personnels. Are they? Are they still in the game?
I hope Clops are in the game. Yeah, I hope so.
It
seemed like a pretty important aspect because they were like the traders.
Yeah, the Cave Asset Research Goblin Den. I mean, we already know they're way different now, so that's just.
Yeah, I think a lot of like back gear or just a bunch of random assets are just straight up not going to be in the game.
No, exactly. There's even this one like skeleton sketches. There's like a dead adventurer, swamp adventurer, undead patron. Like those are probably not in the game either. So yeah, and obviously fawns. That was clearly a concept that didn't even
fawns
know.
are deleted.
Yeah, they're deleted. They're literally in like one of the most like
Fawns are gone.
iconic concept arts, the iconography one that has all the elements, the Varen marks, Torque marks, Gaia's marks, Slothians. Fawns had 3 specific marks in there, so we clearly thought they were important, and they're not. Yeah.
And we've seen the fawns in one of the most beautiful concept arts, the environment and creatures one.
Yes.
That one has some of the most pretty artwork in all of the concept art.
And they're gone.
They're gone.
They're gone.
Bye, fawns.
They're really gone. Rest in peace, fawns. We made a whole video on that. It got so many views for some reason. You guys...
I still don't understand why that got so many views. I made that thumbnail in like 2 seconds. This goes back to what we talked about in the beginning of the episode.
Don't take time.
The things you put the least effort into, the things you put like just joke and throw out there, do the best. Why did that? I'm still questioning why that. It's not even like an interesting thumbnail. It's like a
nope.
troll. It just says rest in peace Hytale Fawns 2018 to 24 with a black and white picture of the concept art.
Oh my god. It's
there's
good.
like no logical brain that says like this should have been the most successful.
Was that our most successful pod ever?
No, but it's like in recent times. It's our 5th biggest video.
Oh my god.
It's our 5th biggest video. Oh, 2 of our biggest ones were Hytale tweets. Saying
we spoke to a Hytale
in 2029 and we are releasing Hytale in 2024. Do we do another one?
We are releasing in 2025. We are releasing Hytale in 2025.
Okay, if you are watching this long, this explains
why we're doing that.
This explains.
So technically, it's not clickbait.
Yes, God. We talk about it, and hey, you know what? You're welcome.
I don't know what to say. Obviously booty cats are most popular.
No, let's back this up. Let's try to make this not clickbait. So here's the thing.
What do we think now that the engine is looking like it's going to be nice in December? Does that mean we're going to get a beta in 2025?
I'm gonna once again reference back to the roundtable that you need to watch because we do our release date bets.
Okay. I mean, I don't like Radoon's bet. Not a fan of Radoon's bet.
Radoon says late 2027, which is basically 2028.
Yeah.
I am with 30 Virus saying summer 2025.
Oh.
I am okay with going fall 2025, and 30 is okay with going spring 2020. So. We've got a bit of a range here. I'm more towards the end of 2025. He's more towards the start of 2025.
Nice.
What's your take?
I was going to say fall or summer 2025 as well. Just for a beta. Like something that us as players can play. Not what we're doing. I was beefing with Radoon's in the Discord. And he's like, there's many different types of betas. I'm like, dude, I only think about one beta, the one that I can play. I don't care about the other ones that I can't even look at. So...
Yeah, I've said this so many times. I could not give a single shit about the actual release of Hytale if I could just play the game.
Let me play the game. And people were saying, oh, beta will only be like a month or 2 before the game. For Hytale, I don't know. Hytale's development has just been so different compared to every other game, really. Everything they do is different. So what's saying they're gonna make a 2-month beta before the release of the game? Did they confirm that?
I can't tell. No, they've never talked about it.
I think Hytale's beta could be a year long because there's so much stuff to test. But I don't think it would be. But either way,
crazy.
It is crazy. It's possible, but I think it'll be like maybe like 4 months before the game. But yeah, I'm gonna say summer. I'll be optimistic. I'll say summer or let's go August. So that's like summer 2020, August 2025 because I'm optimistic.
Okay, and I feel like we need to justify the thumbnail a little bit more. They do say these include a glimpse in our development new engine and an overview of the way we're structuring the development of the game from 2025 onwards. There's no way to justify this thumbnail. We're clickbaiting. We'll just move on to the next question. There's no justifying this.
Yeah,
they never said anything. Sus development. What the fuck is this going to be about? They've mentioned that the factions have been reworked. Quebec and Scarix have been shown being reworked. They have shown Fairns a little bit, but no blog post which Quebecs and Scarix get. There could be a possibility that the other factions are not reworked yet. Do you think this is a possibility, or do you think all the factions are already reworked and the game might be dished out in maybe a year? Well, we already think that.
Hey, that's our
we will
prediction.
be playing it.
I
But
think
the other factions are not
sorry.
reworked. No, all the factions are reworked.
Yeah, they even
this.
confirmed
But it's
that.
an older question. It's an older question.
Oh, okay, cool. They have confirmed that though, yes.
Yeah, I'm just reading through because there's a lot of text, but I think that question is basically answered by itself now. Do you think there's going to be Redstone? Well, it was our first flop video. It was like our
No,
first or
screw
second
Redstone.
It was like our 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It was our 5th video, and it's our 607 No, the EV video is now our worst video, but it's like
really?
For the longest time, that Redstone video was our worst performing video on the channel.
All right.
So
could be worse.
We've had a lot of Redstone discussion. I think there's going to be some sort of mechanic electricity. I think the conclusion we came across was something like create, something steampunk, maybe something mechanical, but I don't know.
Yep.
Maybe electricity.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I can see that happening.
Electric magic. Maybe it could be more towards the magic system.
Well, where do the neon signs get their glow from? I mean, I don't think
Magic.
that's going to be in the game now.
Magic.
But, is that part of the legacy engine only?
Everything's part of the legacy engine until we.
I want to play this legacy engine, man. It looks fun. Looks fun.
I want to play it at some point.
Yeah. I know we're never going to, but it'd be nice if we could.
Yeah, I think there's going to be some sort of mechanical thing, but it's not going to be Redstone at all.
Yeah. Okay.
It's going to be completely different. Do you believe a magic system could resemble the mod Ars Nouveau? I've never heard of it.
How do you spell that?
Nouveau.
Nouv.
It's a mod where you can make modular spells with and create magical items on altar and make magic books. With these custom spells in the higher tier book, you have the bigger and more useful spells.
Oh, it's a Minecraft mod.
They've talked about.
Never.
They've talked about magic a lot, but they still haven't really talked about it. They talk about how you can. I don't know. They've done an Ask Hytale about it, but they didn't really talk about it.
It just looks like a regular Minecraft magic mod. I don't know. I need to see gameplay of it.
All we know is that fire can light campfires.
Yay!
I opened up Twitter to see if to see the Ask Hytale, and there's an official One Piece X Roblox collaboration.
I saw that yesterday.
2024.
You know what's funny? I watched that yesterday. I'm like, no, I hate Roblox. But I was like, oh my god, new One Piece game, and I saw it was Roblox. I'm like, oh, never mind.
Bro, you gotta stream that. You gotta stream that.
I'm not streaming that.
You gotta stream that, dude.
I'm not streaming Roblox. I don't even have. I've never even. No. If it was on like.
This guy's a hater.
I'm a hater. But oh well, what can you do?
The zombie chicken. I was looking through the screenshots. What other creatures do you think will be zombified? I actually don't think that. We are. I've turned into a doomer. I don't think the zombie chicken's in the game.
Yeah, probably not. What is it gonna do for the story?
I'm a doomer now. I'm a Hytale doomer. It's real. I don't think the zombie chicken's gonna be in the game.
Whatever they get the game out faster with, just put those in the game. I don't care if. Yeah, I don't need no zombie chicken. I don't need no little laser gun that shoots the zombie chicken. I don't need none of that. No dagger pigeon. Just give me the game. Let me play it and add them down the line because that's future content and free updates for them. So
yeah, I'm just curious of like what do they define as like important to be in the game? Because obviously like things like decorations are important, but at what point are decorations excessive? And the same goes for animals. I think animals are super important for ambience and just livelihood. And so I think even having some animals that might not do anything is important, but what draws the line there?
Right. What does draw the line?
I wish they kind of went more into detail of like how they consider something important, because they've talked about how excessive and overloaded the legacy game was, even though it might not have been functional.
I would still play it. Doesn't matter.
Well, obviously.
I'll play it.
We'll end it off with this one. Anyone think there's a possible gameplay for Hytale in the future? The video below shows an OP Trident Hammer combo, which can easily one-shot anyone in full netherite.
It's in Minecraft?
It's possible. Yeah.
Well, the Minecraft hammer is overpowered. We know that already.
Yeah, so basically, any cool weapon combos like that. So something that can push you in the air, and the higher up you go, the more damage it does.
Well, there is that Warhammer that goes up and down.
Yeah, I think on launch there definitely is going to be some sort of weapon combo that they just didn't think about, or like some utility item plus weapon combo that they're like,
Yep.
oh shit, this is OP. We need to nerf this immediately.
Yeah, I'm sure like once the game comes out and people are testing stuff on the Hypixel server, there's going to be like immediate nerfs and buffs to specific things, like
Yeah,
emergency nerfs.
I think it's or like some weapon that like you can like animation cancel something. There's gonna be
Right.
something in the game that's gonna be stupidly OP, but I
Yeah,
don't
like I
think
feel
they're gonna
like
keep it.
I feel like I don't know, any weapon that does some sort of stun would be super overpowered. Especially if people are trying to do their little jump attack, if there's like a specific animation involved with that. If you can stun them, boy, it might be over.
Yeah, I'm super interested to see what the weapon meta is going to be like on launch, and I'll definitely try to keep up with it and make some
Me too.
videos.
It'll be fun.
Because I think it's super exciting. Like maybe you can just cheese a boss. I'm also super interested if there's
That's what
like
you're
a
going to make your
weapon
video
that,
on.
I'm super interested if there's just a weapon that can, stun lock a boss to KO. That'd be super fun.
That'd be so overpowered. Imagine just stunning Varen and just like tapping him with a little dagger for like an hour. That'd be so fun.
For an hour,
I don't know how much health he has.
bro. At that point, just beat him normally.
For real. But I mean, someone
An
would do that
hour
though.
stabbing him.
Someone would do that though.
Yeah, beating Baron with my bare hands or something like that.
Yeah, punching him to death after stun locking him. Yeah, exactly.
I'm curious if someone's gonna be able to beat that. Beat him with that.
I don't know. I feel like you'll
Just
need magic
punching?
or something, or like the
Yeah,
creative
there's no way
energy
you
to.
can just punch him to death.
Yeah, I feel like Varen's gonna need some sort of creative energy to kill him. But yeah, we'll see.
I think that's gonna wrap it up. We need some hope in the Hytale community.
Yes, we need hopium.
Them rebuilding the engine, us seeing the new engine, and knowing that most of it's scrapped is a mental boom. It's a mental boom. It's a
Oh my
Hytale
god.
boom.
It
You
is.
could even say.
Oh, Hytale boom! Iconic channel.
I love Hytale boom.
Iconic channel.
Rest
But
in
let's
peace.
yeah, rest in peace. Let's wrap it up here, guys. Thanks so much for watching this episode of the Hytale podcast. We'll be back next week with more news, hopefully, and viewer questions. With that being said, see you guys next time. Goodbye.
Bye.